heard people say it is a white man's sickness. You don't be gay in Africa. It's not African. So how did I come about being gay? I started to think that one white man came to me in the middle of the night, you know? But for all I know, I've been gay my whole life. I tried to be straight, get a girlfriend. I mean, girls hover around me, but hello. I mean, I enjoyed the compliment, but when it comes to the sexual thing, no way. My parents expect me to get a wife, settle down. I just told them, it's not my thing. Back in Nigeria, my father is a pastor in a church. And for that pastor's son to be gay, it's so unimaginable. I actually have a friend who went to confide, is that the word? Confide in one of these pastors. This so-called pastor, you're supposed to keep people's secrets, right? But the next thing this pastor did was to call the guy's mother and say, "Mother, your son is gay. And you have to fast and pray for him." And my friend's like, "What?" And then he has to go through the whole process just to please the mother. And then he goes, "I thank you, Father. I feel cleansed." I mean, the feelings are still there. They are still there. He's got a boyfriend now.
Police officer came and he said, "Do you know who you are? You are in the interrogation wing of the Ministry of Interior. If you give us $10,000 we will let you go." I said, "I don't have that kind of money." The next day at 10 a.m. they cuffed my hands behind my back, stripped me down to my underwear, tied a rope around my legs. Then they hung me upside down from a hook in the ceiling from morning until sunset. And I passed out. They just cut me down that night, but they didn't give me any food or water. And they kept me in this solitary cell. It was about 2 meters high, but there was not enough space to lie down, so you had to sleep semi-standing. It was like a metal box. And then the next day, they took me to see the investigating officer. And he said, "Do you like that? We're going to do that to you more and more every day until you confess." "Confess to what?" I said. "To being a queen," he said. Then he showed me the police report. And it had everything about me from 2005 until the day I was arrested. It had personal details through gay informants. And then they put me in another room and began to torture me again. You see, these men, they were talking about religion. They said what I did was against religion, but it seemed that money was foremost on their minds. One of them said he would help me escape if I gave him $5,000 bribe. And for days there were severe beatings, constant humiliation and insults. I was in prison for 25 days, and for 25 days I was tortured. And it was the same form of abuse every day. They would beat me all over my body. And when they had me hanging upside down, they would use me like a punching bag. And then they used electric rods all over my body. And then they raped me over 3 days. The first day, 15 of them raped me. The second day, 6. And the third day, 4. I had a bag over my head every time. And I tried to cut myself with a plastic spoon after the rapes. Then one day, they took me to the top floor, and there was a little window looking down onto the courtyard. And they gave me binoculars to look down. And I could see. There were the 5 men from the day I was arrested. Lying dead. They had been executed. So I said, give me the phone. I called up my friend in London, and he sent the money.
I didn't stay in detention for long. It was just 4 days. I had a family friend. She took me out from there. That time I didn't claim asylum. I didn't know what asylum was. I was just wandering around. It was just like I didn't know what to do. I was really stressed. I mean, everything was bad because I was really scared. I didn't know what to do. Everything was shaking and my life was just going down. I knew my father would find me if I was returned to Pakistan. I was getting phone calls from back home.
You think you can hide from us?
Who is this?
We're gonna find you. Just to the faggot.
Somehow I managed to tell my friend. She said, why didn't you tell me before? She said, go to police station. I didn't want to because it was scary. She said, if someone comes, they're going to hurt my kids. They're going to hurt me. I can't keep you here. She kind of had to get rid of me because she realized it was dangerous. The police, they didn't tell. They said,
We can't help you. You don't have any status here. There's nothing we can do.
so I got in contact with this charity that helps young gay people. But it was Friday evening and they were closing, but they gave me this lady's phone number. She said she would come and meet me. She took me to a squat she knew where at least I could shelter. There was no water, no electricity, no bed, just a sleeping bag, no food. It was just one guy, I think he was Turkish. He came round like once in a week, like in the middle of the night, and just went straight back out. So I was always just by myself. The windows were broken. It was so cold. I was so scared to go out. I didn't even open the door. I just stayed inside for 2 weeks. The lady, she came to me. She was really, really great. She said,
What's happening?
I said, I don't know what to do. I'm just here. She said,
Are you eating?
I said, no. Not really. Just drinking water.
What happened to you?
I told her everything. She said,
Well, I can take you somewhere. And you know you can claim asylum?
I mean, I didn't know what asylum was or anything. She said, she can take me to somebody who's gay and who knows about asylum.
You can stay there, they'll help you.
They will give you food, they will help you, and that's where she took me. And I thought, God,